from EPCOT. We're here today because I went through and I looked at the menu for Food and Wine Festival, and I picked out a few choice items that I can get and go and be physically distant from everybody and maybe give it a try. We're gonna go inside, see how the crowd is, see what the crowd around the food booths is like, and in my little like socially distant or physically distant areas where I was gonna eat, see how it goes. We're gonna try eating some Food and Wine Festival food today. It's gonna rain, so got my umbrella. See how long the rain lasts and see how that affects the crowd level too. Let's head inside. When I first pulled up, it was a lot darker back behind Spaceship Earth. Not looking too bad. Hopefully these clouds are pushing through and gonna move out of the way. We'll see how it goes. Just as we're walking in, it does seem like there are more people heading in right now, but it is right at noon. So that could be people coming in for a lunch rush for Food and Wine Festival. Once we get out to World Showcase, then we'll really see the crowd level. Just want to let you guys know it's 86 degrees outside right now because of these storm clouds, so it's not too hot. Looks like Spaceship Earth is a nice and easy 10-minute wait. Not too bad. Basically a walk-on. Now that we are actually into the park, definitely not too busy here. Like I said, we'll still check again once we get out to World Showcase, but over here by the seas, not bad at all. So just as a side note, as I'm walking around looking at everybody's masks, I did hear reports this morning that Universal is taking after Disney's lead and saying no more neck gaiters allowed in the parks. You have to have a traditional mask with ear loops or ties behind the head. Also, I did hear that Universal said no to the masks with the little exhaust ports, as they don't really do anything because that's just an opening where your breath is coming out without being filtered. So, just a quick update on Universal's mask policy. We're gonna try to get to Universal one day too, but I just wanted to let you guys know about that. It's starting to rain right now, which stinks because the clouds went away. One of the repercussions of having outdoor meet and greets is that they're not gonna come out right now because there is thunder and lightning and rain in the area. So we won't see Pooh come out on this lawn like we saw the last time that we were here. Also, Joy from Inside Out meets on this lawn as well, but we won't see either of them because of the rain coming in. So before we head into World Showcase, I wanted to come over by Journey into Imagination and head over here behind the reverse waterfall, because this laminar flow area where the water is like jumping around used to be one of my favorite places to be as a kid. So I just kind of wanted to relive a little bit of my childhood by coming over here. Let's have a look. Oh, it looks, I was seeing these jumping fountains over here, but it looks like the jumping fountains over in this area are not turned on at the moment. And this is what I was talking about, was one of my favorite places to come as a kid, because the water would jump between all of these blue pads, and it was really neat, and it was fun to be here in between the two pads and have it jump over top of you. Not happening at the moment. Dang, I'm sure it'll happen one day, just not right now. So just to let you guys know where this is Journey into Imagination. The upper level here is a DVC lounge behind those glass windows right there on the top of this pyramid. And then this is the entrance to Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival, which used to be Captain EO. And the exit to it is right over there. And this is where the jumping fountains were, or are still. I like these cubist lamps here. This is like 1980s EPCOT right over here, and it's fantastic. So we just came from Journey into Imagination over there. And now we're headed down this little side path. The main path is kind of over to our left there, but we're headed down this side path down to World Showcase. Have another booth that is not available for Food and Wine currently, and it doesn't even say the name of the booth. I believe this was the Cheese Studio, but it does say that it is coming this fall. So, like I said last time, I think they are going to have new booths open for Food and Wine Festival this fall, even though Food and Wine Festival is currently going on. It's all interesting right now. Everything is an interesting array of different things for this food festival. So this playground that's along this path, I didn't pay too much attention to it when Flower and Garden was going on. This is a Flower and Garden playground, right? It's not open right now, but these were all things that were here for Flower and Garden, I believe. Answer me in the comments if I am incorrect. So I'm down in World Showcase near where the food booths are, and it's feeling pretty good. I believe that I can stay very distant from everybody else and eat my food kind of over in this direction, more towards the water. So I think my first stop is going to be here at the Citrus Blossom, where I got the chicken during Flower and Garden Festival. Now they also had a tuna during the Flower and Garden Festival that Jen really liked. Unfortunately, they don't have that tuna on the menu anymore, but they do still have my citrus chicken. I think we're going to grab one and go and eat it.
Please wear a face covering. Clean your hands often and thoroughly. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing. Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the menu currently, and during Flower and Garden Festival there was a tuna dish on here. There was 3 menu items, now there's only 2. Jen really liked the tuna dish. I really like the crispy citrus chicken, so I'm gonna grab that again and give it a try, see if it's the same as it was for Flower and Garden Festival. So let's get in line. Doesn't look like there's anybody in line, so we should be able to walk right up and grab it. So here is my physically distant table. Got nobody around me for miles. Feels good. Got a nice view of the water here too. Here is my chicken dish. Looks pretty good. It looks a little bit bigger than when we got it the last time. So this is the crispy citrus chicken with orange aioli and baby greens. I don't know what the baby greens are. They look like, I don't even know. But this was really good the last time that we were here for Flower and Garden, so I'm hoping that it's really good again. Let's give it a try. First things first, I got my hand sanitizer. Gotta get my hands ready to eat. Did one more quick look around, make sure there was nobody else around me. Nobody else has their mask off around me. Anybody that I can see right now is probably at least 300 feet away from me, and they're all wearing masks. So, here we go. Okay. And we will eat this quickly. Okay, well that bite was a little dry. Let's try another bite here, hold on. Do you guys see the inside of this? Like, not the best looking chicken that I've ever seen, but it almost feels like it's a different, like they maybe have like a different supplier of chicken, like not as high of a quality of chicken. Oh, yeah, that bite was real chewy. The sauce is the same and the flavors are the same, but the chicken doesn't taste the same. Okay, so the first piece that I ate was kind of like this is the main piece, and then it kind of had a section that came off over here. This piece is much thicker and juicier. Look at the inside of that. It looks better. So let's try a little piece of this, like this larger, thicker, juicier piece. The inside still has like a strange consistency to it almost. Like it's, you know how when you cut fresh chicken, it kind of like, it shreds a little bit. This is not doing that. But I can see that it's a whole piece of chicken. All right, let's try this piece. That was much better. I need to go back and look at the video from when we went to Flower and Garden and see if it looks different. Like, see if the presentation is different, because maybe they changed the breading on it. It almost looks like a corn breading. And the sauce, it's been so long since we were here at Flower and Garden Festival, but it seems like the sauce is like very orangey. Whereas I don't remember it being like incredibly orangey the last time that we were here. I don't know, this second half, like the first half was a little bit dry and chewy because it was like a thinner section of the chicken. This second half, where it's like a bigger, thicker section of the chicken, much better. I just remember during Flower and Garden Festival being blown away by this dish, and I'm not blown away by it right now. It is tasty, and it's not like a nice lunch to have while you're at the parks, and it is easy to maintain physical distancing while we're doing this. There's still nobody around me. I can see within my sight line right now, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And they're all wearing masks up there, just a little bit up on the path there, like 300 feet away from me. The next item that I wanted to get is from a booth right over here called Earth Eats. It's this terrarium that was so good, and I hope that it's the same. So we'll go and give that a try right now. Put my mask back on. Also, some of you may not have known this or heard about this, but I've been using this new ear saver. So I have that big plastic one that I got at Busch Gardens, but now I have this one. This is actually, it's a ponytail holder that they use in salons to do like updos, and it works great. It's very comfortable, a lot more comfortable than that big plastic thing, and it holds my mask on great, it holds it tight. I also have a filter inside of this. I just touched the outside. Let me sanitize again. One downside to wearing a mask is now I can just smell the chicken on my breath. All right, let's go get this terrarium. Next dish. Wanted to show you when I was talking about how far away the people were from me. There they are up there on the path. And you can see right now there's maybe like 8 people within view, but in this direction, nobody. So if I felt uncomfortable with how close the people were up on the path, I could move to one of these other tables over here. But right now, oh, I got chicken in my teeth. We're going up to Earth Eats, and we're gonna get our next item. Look at these crepe myrtle trees, they're beautiful. So we're going up to Earth Eats to get the terrarium right now. So this is from the booth called Earth Eats, and the booth is sponsored by Impossible, which makes vegetarian meat alternatives. And this doesn't have any sort of meat alternative in it, but it is called a chocolate pudding terrarium with avocado cream, matcha crumble, and baby herbs. I don't know if you guys can see on the bottom, there's like some crumbly bits. Now we had this one before too, and it was delicious. I don't remember there being avocado cream in it though. At least I didn't taste the avocado cream. It mostly tasted like chocolate pudding. Let's give it a try again. Sanitizing our hands. And then we can take off the mask. Okay. I'll sanitize again just to be safe. Boop. All right. Now, here comes the fun part. Ooh, that matcha is pretty strong on the top, but the pudding is real good. Yeah, that's delicious. It has kind of like a dark chocolate bite to it. You know how when you eat into dark chocolate, it kind of has like a chalky flavor to it? This sort of has that, but it definitely adds to the flavor of it. It's good. Definitely don't taste any avocado, which is fantastic. I wasn't expecting to taste any avocado, but like it said avocado cream in it, so I thought maybe there would be an avocado flavor in there. Do not taste any of it. This is delicious. I'm gonna eat this little flower. I'm trying to get a piece of this like stuff that's in the bottom. I don't know what that is, but it tastes good. Yeah, this is real good. My glasses just blew off the table. I think there's gonna be a storm getting ready to roll in here, so I gotta wrap this up real quick. But like I said, I'm not being completely blown away by the dishes, but I am enjoying the food. It's just not like, for whatever reason, I want it to be on another level, and it's not quite there. I don't know, maybe we'll see if we can find another dish around that we can try. Maybe one that we haven't had before. Do you guys hear this wind? There's a storm coming. So we'll pick this up in just a bit once I find some cover. So a lot of people ask what app I use for looking at the radar, and this one's called Radar Scope. And you can see we are the blue rectangle right there in the middle. Yeah, there's a big storm coming. It seems like there's a big storm all around Florida. So as with any day in Florida, there's a rainstorm coming. I don't know when it'll be here. I looked at the radar. Dang, they are making that announcement very often. So as with any storm in Florida, I don't know exactly when it'll be here. I looked on the radar and it looked like it was going to be here any second now, but who knows? It doesn't look really that bad out here, although it does look like it's raining over by America. So I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm gonna stay here. I'm undercover right now near Mexico. This is where Mariachi Cobre normally plays. Right now they've got tables here for the festival. I found that the issue with finding cover during rainstorms at Walt Disney World is that everybody's looking for cover, and it becomes very crowded very quickly. So now that I'm thinking about it, I might try to find somewhere that is more off the beaten path. Like maybe back a little. Oh, starting to rain right now. All right, we're just kidding. We're gonna go right underneath this. Right as soon as I stepped out from underneath the cover, started pouring. I was thinking of going further back in the China Pavilion, but I think this will be my best bet. So I decided to make a move towards the China Pavilion because the people next to me took their masks off. So I decided to find a new place. Might get a little bit wet, but I think it's worth it to me. So the rain let up a little bit on my way over to the China Pavilion, and the booth that is out in front has 2 items on it, chicken dumplings and Mongolian beef bao bun, but they had this shumai during the Flower and Garden Festival that was delicious that they do not currently have. All right, let's try to find a covering, somewhere to stay dry if the rain gets worse, which it might. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of secluded spaces back here to stay dry during a rainstorm. I picked this area. This area is where they usually sell puppets, like marionettes, but they're not selling them right now. They don't have anything here, which I'm assuming has to do with the fact that the cultural representative program was canceled, or the international college program was canceled for EPCOT. If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. The weather in Florida is constantly changing. It might be raining 1 second, and then the next second, not raining anymore. So I still got my umbrella up, and it's just drizzling just a little bit, but we are making our way around the park some more. See what else we can find. Should also be noted that when it's wet outside, they do not run the cavalcades. So you can't see Anna and Elsa right now. You can't see the Fab Five, but the Fab Five is one that we didn't get to see the last time that we were here. We saw Anna and Elsa, but today I was hoping to be able to see Mickey and Minnie and friends driving around World Showcase in their sweet car, but I don't think we're gonna see that today because it's just gonna be wet all day. See if we can find some more food though. Does seem like the rain kind of thinned out the crowd a little bit more. Over here in the Africa section at the refreshment outpost, they have a non-alcoholic frozen slushie available in a Spike the Bee souvenir sipper cup. $15, you get to keep the sipper cup, and you get a delicious frozen Coca-Cola or a frozen Minute Maid lemonade. Frozen Coca-Cola actually sounds pretty good. Over here by Germany, got, I don't know, I kind of want that roasted bratwurst. Maybe even that apple strudel. Definitely the bratwurst, but we need to find a spot to eat it. So let's have a look around, see if we can find somewhere that's secluded. Ooh, there's a table out there on that little jetty. Maybe if we take it, I feel like if I walk all the way over to Italy and then go towards the back of Italy, I'll have a lot of room. I might do that. Let's go down to Italy first and have a look around. So we're back in Italy now. See if I can find a nice secluded space back here that maybe we could have some of our German bratwurst. We'll have to go back and get it, but see what we can find. Oh, KitKat. Is KitKat still available? I believe I read somewhere that KitKat is available still, but augmented. So I'm wondering if this KitKat station is not available because of the rain, or if this is one of the stations that it's not available at. I'm assuming it's not available here because the exit only for the gift shop is right here, so that would put a bunch of kids right here. I'll be on the lookout and see if there are any other KitKat locations available. Alright, let's see where I can eat something. Maybe back down this little hallway over here. Yeah, because this gift shop over here is closed, so I feel like I could kind of stand back over here, set the camera up on these steps, and eat my bratwurst over here. And this would be nice and secluded, right? Yeah, that feels real good. All right, let's go get a bratwurst and then we'll come back over here. So this is the roast bratwurst in a Prop and Peller pretzel bun. I don't know what Prop and Peller is. I'm assuming it's the brand of pretzel bun. This was $5.75. It looks real good though. Let's give it a try. All right, same rules as before. First things first, sanitizer. After we sanitize, we can take the mask off. Set that aside. I'm gonna sanitize the, ooh. Well, there's something. When I had the mask on, I couldn't smell the bratwurst, and I can smell it now, and boy does it smell delicious. Wow. Okay, that's exciting. Let's get into it. I've been missing a good bratwurst. Get some mustard on there. A little bit pink on the inside. I'm hoping that that's a smoky thing rather than an undercooked thing. We'll find out later if my stomach hurts. That's a good bun though. Nice and chewy pretzel. This is a solid bratwurst. Like, it's very delicious bratwurst, but there's definitely way more bun than there is bratwurst. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat the bun and then eat the bratwurst second by itself without the bun, because I think it'll taste better. Also, I think that this bun needs more salt on it, because it's like a soft pretzel, like a chewy soft pretzel. It needs a little bit of salt. It is good though. That's a good bratwurst. Yeah, I would eat that again. I think that that was a very delicious bratwurst. Time to put the mask back on. Alright, and now on to the next booth. See what we can find. I looked at Italy's menu already. Doesn't look like anything that I'm really interested in, so we're gonna go right past that. On over to the America Pavilion, and I think that they have a dessert there that I would like. They used to have this pecan praline over there that was delicious for Flower and Garden Festival. They don't have it right now. I don't understand why. It was like a little cookie that was awesome, but I would buy like 6 of them right now. If they were prepackaged, I would take some home, but they don't have it. I think they have a carrot cake. Not 100% sure. We're gonna go over and look. Let's head over to the American Pavilion. As we pass by the America Gardens Theater, it is almost 1:30, so Marimba de las Americas is about to play. We're gonna go check out the food over here at the America booth, and I'm sure we'll be able to hear them in the background as we're checking out the food. And we might stop by and have a look and see how they're sounding. Ooh yeah, I might pick up this carrot cake. That sounds good. Then I think we'll head back into the Japan Pavilion to eat it, because not a lot of wide open spaces over here. But first, we'll stop by the America Gardens Theater and have a look at Marimba de las Americas.
Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome, everybody, to EPCOT. Bienvenidos. And we are Marimba de las Americas, and we're going to take you on a musical journey through the Latin American songbook, so songs from different parts of Latin America. And we started our trip in Mexico with a song by Mexican composer Rubén Fuentes, that was La Viquina. Now we're going to jump over to the wonderful island of Puerto Rico. The great Rafael Hernandez wrote this song. This is El Capullito de Alelí.
So it should be noted that even though you can sit down and relax and watch the band play in the America Gardens Theater, it is not a relaxation station, so you do need to keep your mask on when you're watching the show. So now we are over at Hops and Barley, and I'm gonna grab one of the carrot cakes. Holy cow, they douse this thing with the cream cheese icing. Wow, that is a lot of icing on that carrot cake. It does look good. Let's go try to find a spot to eat it. Also, maybe some spot in the shade because it feels like it's starting to rain again. Ooh, okay, this is a very secluded spot. So the main area of Japan is kind of over there. And then back behind this pagoda is a nice, secluded table area. There's also a restaurant kind of right there with another seating area back there. But we're gonna be right here. Okay, so this is the carrot cake with cream cheese icing on it. This is gonna be good. All right, you guys know the steps. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's a whole different experience pulling the mask off and then like smelling the food that I have in front of me. This smells so good. Wow. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. You guys gotta see this. So I just went to cut into it. Look at how spongy this cake is. Wow, and look at that cross section of it right there. Wow. That looks so good. Oh man, I'm darn excited to eat this one. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear the soundtrack that's happening. It's kind of like a combination between the live music over in the America Pavilion and like, just like some sweet Japanese like techno that's going on. Fantastic. This one was worth it. That hot cream cheese icing, they like ladled it over it. Man, that is phenomenal. Oh, wow. There it is. This was worth the entire trip out here. This is so good. Oh man, the only thing that would make this better is like, and they might actually be in there, is raisins. That is a phenomenal carrot cake. Wow. And it's like a little muffin too. And there's so much extra icing that you can get all over it. Look at that thing. That is beautiful. Wow. I do miss the praline cookies from America, but this is a definite, like, solid contender. Wow. It's so fluffy. It does kind of have like a extra carroty flavor to it, which I don't mind. I can see a lot of carrot chunks in it. Phenomenal. Show-stopping. Delicious. Wow. I'm just eating like spoonfuls of icing at this point. That was so good. Ah. But I do have to recommend, if you get that, definitely get some water too. It's very rich. Very rich. No. back on we go. And it sounds like it's starting to rain a little bit harder too, so we might have to venture out into the rain, and that might be the end of our trip to Food and Wine Festival. We'll have to head back to the car. Wow, that was a high note. I feel like if that's the last thing that we eat, fantastic, that was delicious. So like I was saying back there, this area up here on the top of the hill is a restaurant, and we've done a full tour of the Japan Pavilion. And what we'll do is we'll put a link to that in the description down below so you can see the menu of a lot of different restaurants around here. The only one that wasn't in that tour is Takumi Thai, but we did make an entire video devoted to Takumi Thai, which is around the corner over here. And we'll put a link to that in the description down below too. One thing that is a bit disappointing is that on the menu for the Japan booth, they do not have the katsu that I got, which was delicious, but the frothy ramen's on there, which was not delicious. Oh man, we got to put a link to that video in the description down below. That was a very interesting thing to try. Definitely not going to try it again right now. All right, we've made it all the way around World Showcase, and now the rain is starting to pick up, so I think we are definitely going to start heading out. There are certain sections of the park where it's just remarkably quiet and calm. Such a different experience in this day and age coming to EPCOT. If this had been back in February, it'd be so loud right here and there'd be people everywhere. But right now, not many people, and it's pretty darn quiet. Also, it is still sad not to see a monorail come across. So like I've always said, rain definitely changes the dynamic of a theme park. In this case, EPCOT. There's nobody around during this little rainstorm. It's kind of just sprinkling right now. But we're headed over towards the Seas with Nemo and Friends, and right now I can see 2 other people. So there you have it, that was our trip out to EPCOT to experience Food and Wine Festival. And I do have to say, it was very encouraging knowing that somebody with as many restrictions as I have, as far as eating in public and in a theme park, taking off the mask and everything, and being around other people without their masks on, it was very easy for me to do. There were lots of different booths and lots of different food that I could try, and different places that I could go to be very secluded and eat the food. That carrot cake was phenomenal. So all in all, a great trip out to EPCOT. So with that being said, we are off. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to help. So the organization that we want to shine a spotlight on today is No Kid Hungry. And I'm going to read straight off the website here. No Kid Hungry is a national campaign run by Share Our Strength, a nonprofit working to solve problems of hunger and poverty in the United States and around the world. For 25 years, they have been investing in local nonprofits and helping find the best approaches for eradicating poverty and hunger. So be sure to take a look at the link in the description down below, learn a little bit more about No Kid Hungry. It's definitely a great organization. They're doing a good job of making sure that kids around the world have food on their plates. So share it with your friends and family. Just talking about it definitely helps out. And thank you guys for watching this video.